So hello friends, once again I am here your mentor Aryan Taposh Roy, and today's class that I have brought to you that is on interrogative sentence. This class would be the vice versa class from interrogative to assertive sentence. So before starting class we should know what is interrogative and what is assertive that is on our class today. So first of all I would like to share with you some informations on interrogative and assertive. And I would ask all my students to get ready with your, as usual, the copies, pens to get the notes from the video. Interrogative. Interrogative itself a sentence that ends with question mark. Whenever you are asking anything to anyone for getting information, that is called the sentence, interrogative sentence. And in reply, the sentence that we say or that we get is called assertive sentence. As here, I have given you two examples for the example section interrogative. Easily you can identify the sentence by seeing the question mark at the end, and assertive the sentence that ends with question mark. The today's class is a vice versa class, how to make question sentence, means how to convert an assertive to an interrogative, and how to reply, means how to make assertive sentence from interrogative. So today's class is based on this. So before starting the rules on, I would like to share the three examples with you. Let's see the examples. Three examples I will show with you, and these three examples, if a student can take by heart, then so many problems would be solved to us very easily. Because the upcoming grammar classes are based on this, it's a very vital part for the upcoming classes. So exercise the example 1 for introductory sentence, that is it true? Is it true? And the example number 2, that is, do you know this? And example number 3, that how do you know this? So my friends, let's follow. Here we can see the three examples. Example number 1, that is starting with it. I'm making it highlight. Sorry, the example number 1 is starting with is. Example number 2 starting with do. And example number 3 starting with how. Example number 1, that is itself, it is an auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb we know very well. Auxiliary verbs are the verbs that they have another name, that is a helping verb. The tense wise they are, that you know, let me remind you, am, is, are, has, have, was, were, had, shall, will, all these are. In this queue, some other verbs that are modal auxiliary verb, for example, can, could, may, might, they are also can be in this group. For example 1, is it true? So here is an example of auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb. And do itself a main verb. This is do verb. In this section, we will see the example 2. The questions are starting with do, does, or did. When do, why do, when does, why does, and when did, why did. This type of questions will come, and the answers are based on this class. Let's follow up. Example number 3, where the sentence is starting with how. How is the WH word, means the asking word. So many examples can be here. You know, if I ask you some examples on WH words, you are very able to give me the examples. So what the examples can be? Examples can be like this: what. Examples can be why. Examples can be when. Others you know. So hope so here till this you are very well enough the informations we have got. Today's class is on interrogative to assertive. That is interrogative the sentence and assertive is a normal sentence. Easily you can identify by following the question mark. An assertive sentence you can identify by following the full stop at the end. How to make interrogative from assertive and how to make assertive from interrogative. This class is vice versa on to this. So for having the clearance, I have given you the three examples: example 1, example 2, example 3. Example number 1, is it true, that starting with the is an example of auxiliary verb. Example number 2, that do you know this, the example starting with do. And example number 3, that the sentence starting with a question word how. Some other question words you know very well, that is what, this, why, when. Others you know very well. So friends, now we are going to start the main class. Hope so this part is very clear to you. Just wait. So let's friends, here the main part I am going to start, that is a very attractive, that's very attractive PowerPoint presentation. Hope so you will like it, and the class based on that I really discuss with you how to convert assertive into interrogative. So for that reason, first of all, the first part I will do very fast because this discussion is done already. The types of English sentence, that is the type 1, type 2, type 3. What is type 1? Type 1 that starts with auxiliary verb. Type 2 starts with do, does, did, and type 3 starts with WH word. WH word is examples. For the type 1 examples I have done, type 2 examples I have done for the starting the words with, but the type 3 starting with the words I didn't discuss with you because WH words you know very well. That's example, why, when, how. Others you know very well. Now the first of all, the first part that is coming to you, type 1. From here the main class will start. The type 1, the sentence coming when you will start the question with the auxiliary verbs, isn't it? So auxiliary verbs is a verb that is an example of just like am, is, are, has, have, was, were, had. Whenever in a sentence you can see these types of verbs, you will have to do just one thing, isn't it? It is just like a game. Just to play the game, we should need the rule of that game. Particular rules will help you to overcome from all of this. So what is the rule? When in the sentence there is an auxiliary verb, then move the auxiliary verb just before the subject and give a question mark at the end, isn't it? So if in a sentence you can see an auxiliary verb is there, just make it before the subject. Just make it before the subject. Example that I have brought to you, that is you are crazy. In this sentence the three words are there, my friends. You are crazy. Three words are there, and between these three words, the word in between, that is are, is an example of auxiliary verb because the position of verb is just after the subject. So what we will have to do? Just before the subject, move the auxiliary verb just before the subject. That means are will go just before you, and your answer will become are you crazy. And when the word you write the word crazy means the rest part of the sentence, don't forget to give the question mark at the end. If you are not giving the question mark, that means you are doing something wrong. So now the time is for homework. Now let's get ready with your copy, and I will give you some homework to do. Just go with me and write with me. Okay. The question number 1 that I would like to give you, that is an assertive sentence. You will have to make it interrogative. Assertive example that I will give you, that I am honest. I am honest. So interrogative form is what? This is your work. This is your work. You will have to convert it into interrogative. Hope so many students of mine that they have done already the answer. So now the next one that I will give you, the assertive, that is you can understand. You can understand. Hope so my students who you have done this. So this two, take it as homework, you do and send it to me. And in comment section you can write down the answers. Okay, now next for the next section. Okay, now I'm going to erase. Okay. So now the second part, the type 2, hope so you have not forgotten. The question, whenever the question you are starting with do or does or did. The question is here, when do, when did, when does. So because three words are here, you will have to choose. So when you should start the sentence with do, when with did, when with does. So one by one I will discuss with you, but before discussing, I have one question to ask you, my friends, that if you have the knowledge about the word do, did or does, the three words respectively, they belong to which tense? Yes, I'm asking about tense. So the word do belongs to which tense? Yes, answer you have that it belongs to present tense. Yes. So that means you will use the word, you should use the word do when the sentence is in present tense, simple present tense. Yes. So what the rule is here waiting for you, when the sentence is in simple present tense, then only you should start with the word. You should start the question with the word to, isn't it? And the structure of sentence I have written for you, that is subject plus V1 plus object, and the V1 is the present form of main verb. Okay. The rule is do plus subject plus V1 plus object. Here you can see on the head there one star mark is given there. Why the star mark is there? Why the star mark is here? Okay, about this star mark mystery I will solve a little later. So the question you can see here, so the sentence will start with do when the sentence is in simple present tense, or if the sentence structure is like this. Okay, one example I would like to show you, that is one example I would like to share with you, that you know this. You know this. Oh, sorry. Here will be one full stop. Question mark I should not give here, isn't it? Because from assertive to interrogative we are learning. Okay? You know this. And one example I will share with you, that is I know them. I know them. So here the two examples you can see, you know this and I know them. Here the two sentences, they belong to simple present tense. You subject, no, this is E1 and this is object. Then again this is subject, this is E1 and this is object. So the rule is start with do, then write subject. Subject means I should write to you. Then the present form of main verb, that is know, and the object. Do you know this? You can see what I have done. What I have done? I have just written a new word do, and everything is same. From the question and the answer you can match it, my friends. Again, it will be like this. Do I know them? Do I know them? Here also the same act I have done. So these types, this way you will have to do. But in future, the upcoming classes you will come to know the little changes is here also waiting for you. But before getting the complex thing, you should have the simple things. So now let's go for the next slide. And I'm going to erase all of this, and if you want to see all of this again, so it's my suggestion to pause the video, then thereafter you should collect all the things, so that and keep all the rules in your copy, so that you can go with me in future in a smooth way, and it will help you to give the same information to others too. So now when does, when the sentence is in simple present tense. Sir, the first sentence was also like simple present tense. The rule was like this. Yes, you the rule that we are discussing right now, this is also the same rule, but here you can see one thing is written there, which star rule. If in the example or the question that you are going to convert in interrogative, if there you can see s or es with the present form of main verb. Okay, if the subject of the sentence is in third person singular number, then only you should start the sentence with does, is it? And the rule will be like this. So let's have some example. One example, if I can share with you, easily you can understand what is the main thing. Okay, so two examples I will share with you, that we solve the problem. We solve the problem. And here I will write one question more, that Gita solves the problem. With this problem, you can see the object part is same, isn't it? The problem. But look at the verb. Here, this is also present form, that is a present form. That means this is the V1. And this is also V1. But the difference is that here S or ES ending is there, isn't it? Here S or ES ending is there, and but here no S or ES ending. So if you can see S or ES ending, then your question will start with does. If you can see only the present form, but the S or ES ending is not there, then only with do. And after do or does, the rest part is same. Rest part always same. Okay, the rest part always same, and subject plus VM plus object the same way you have to write. So what you would write, what is subject, what is T1, what is object, it's up to you. That I will not discuss with you. Okay, this is your work. Now let's come for the second part, when did. When did. So hope so you have seen that when do, when this is simple present tense, when does, when also this is also simple present tense. Then did, as the word did belongs to the simple past tense form, that means the sentence if it's the simple past form, then only you should use did for making it interrogative. Okay, and the rule is what? Did plus subject plus V1 plus object. Okay, so and the rule that I say to you, that one mystery that I will solve, the mystery is this. Sometimes it can be seen that first person will always convert into second person. That means if in the question there is I, it will be you. It will be you. If in the question I, you should write you. If this is we, this is also you. Sometimes it can also be seen that this change is like vice versa. That means you, the second person, is becoming first person. How? When? I will show you a little later. So, hope so. Up to did is completed, and now let's discuss some more example. And before discussing the example, I will sum up the three rules together. If a sentence structure is like this, subject plus V1, or subject plus V1 plus S oblique ES, subject plus V2 plus object. If a sentence structure is like this, isn't it? Let's have three examples I would like to share with you. That I give the chance. I give the chance. Rahim gives the chance. And we give the chance. So that you can understand very easily. For that reason, here the verb part and the object part I have taken same, so that you can understand. Okay, and these three examples easily you can collapse with this way, isn't it? So if your sentences are like this, your interrogative formula, the three formula I will sum up for you. I will sum up for you the three formulas interrogative, how to make it. That is, if this way the sentences are like this, so you should do, does, or this. Start the sentence with do or does or did. Then after subject plus V1 plus object question mark, obviously. So always keep in your mind whenever you are writing, you are making the introductory sentence, then the sentence may start with do or does or did, but inside the verb is always present form of main verb. Here yes, here s or yes ending never will come. Here d or ed ending never will come. Here with verb ing ending never will come. Always keep in your mind, if a question you are starting with do or does or did, these types of endings with the verb inside of the subject will never be. Hope so up to this is very clear to you. And the last segment means the type 3 will be completely after all of this. And I will give you some more homework. Then after you will have to prove that you have understood. Then after the rest part means the type means the part for WH, that is the very important, that will come little later. And the type 1 and type 2 if we have understood very well, and in the type 3 the W section nothing is there, it's very easy. But before start understanding the WH part means the type 3 part, the type 1 and type 2 you should know, you should understand very clearly. And the rest part, the rest video is coming to you. So best of luck and be healthy, please stay at home, and let's fight together all against be what? Yes, you know, that's karma. Thank you. Tata. Bye bye.